Nathan with Hunt's Old School Customs. Welcome. So, today, what have we gotten ourselves into? Holy cow. So, the other day, you guys were watching, and we were on our way to Michigan to buy another third gen Camaro. We were looking at a 1989 RS. It's got the 305 V8 throttle body. Injected and automatic 700R4. Anyway, I what a trip, dude. So we got up there. The owners, they were awesome. They were nice people. Totally cool. I don't blame anything. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. We had a glitch in our internet. It was trying to connect to the house Wi-Fi. So check it out. I'm back. So we had a fuel line. It was rusted. It ruptured a few minutes down the road. I'm confident they didn't know anything about it. They seem like some pretty easygoing, pretty cool people. So we ended up limping it down the road another like 120 miles. And after we put a battery in it, because the battery was pretty weak, and shut it off at a gas station, wouldn't start, wouldn't turn back on. Ended up, it's got a bundle of wires going to the starter that are on they're like a bunch of fusible links. I'm going to go ahead and replace all of them. Still kind of having some trouble with them, but we found that's where the issue's at, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. That'll be fixed. It's been good since I've put a new end on one of them, but since we had trouble with one, I'm going to go ahead and replace them all just to make sure they're good to go. So we got that taken care of. Then I started to work on the exhaust yesterday, which I posted a video. You guys can go check it out. The exhaust on it, it was just the manifolds, downpipes, and then to where the downpipes come together as a 2-into-1. So what's up? What's going on, man? So on that, it was ended right there, right at the 2-into-1. They had a glass pack on it. The glass pack was clamped on with just an exhaust clamp. It didn't stay on there. So we brought it back, put it up on the lift, and we pulled the glass pack off. We went ahead and built just a cheap. We had a bunch of scrap exhaust pipe out in the scrap pile, so I grabbed some of that and built an exhaust for it, wrapped it up and around the axle and out the back. Anyways, I got that done, and with the exhaust loud, you can't hear any exhaust leaks at all. But I got the exhaust finished. Now it's quiet, except for we've got an exhaust leak. And it just so happens it was at the collector with the manifold. Well, to get the bolts off, they were so rusted, it broke. Well, to get that to fix that, I actually had to take the whole manifold off the engine, which it had the smog on it and everything, so it was a pain. But I got the exhaust manifold off, fixed that, put new bolts in it, got it back together. Now the exhaust sounds great. It's awesome. So that's handled, that's done. But the next thing, I'm like, I don't like the flat hoods. They're kind of boring. The RS hood, the base model hoods, they're kind of boring. It doesn't have an IROC hood on it. I've got another third gen Camaro fiberglass cowl hood. It's been painted matte black to match the old car, but I figure, I'll bring it in here, clean it up, fix it up a little bit, and get it ready for paint, and paint it and throw it on the other Camaro. Mistake. Holy crap. An entire day wasted already. I had to reinforce it because it was a little bit weak. It was just a standard up and over and down and back. So I built a bridge across it. I'm not sure if it's going to let me show you. Okay. Well, it's not going to let me go over there. You were here when I took the trip? Heck yeah. So I'm going to leave the phone right here. I'm actually going to grab the hood and turn it around and show you the Camaro hood. show you what we're doing with it, and I'll just have to bring it up here. And what issues I ran into. So the primer that we put on, it's an epoxy primer. I put reducer in it because my gun doesn't like spraying it without reducer in it. And because I put reducer in it and the paint that was on it was a single stage, it started to wrinkle and lift the paint. So that's fun too. So check this out. I'll bring it over to you. Show you guys. All right, I'm gonna lean it up right here, so hopefully I can turn around and show you what's happening. Oh, I scratched it. Bummer. All right, check this out. The primer started to ring. Oh yeah, no. See, it started lifting, and it did it all over it. So, what that means is I get it sanded back down after it's cured and fix it. So that'll be a project for tomorrow or this evening. Either one, we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll do it tonight or if I'll do it tomorrow. Haven't quite decided yet. It's you know, one of those defeating things. Like, I don't want to mess with it anymore, but I've got to take care of it. I've got to get it done. But I'm going to show you guys the Camaro. Just in case you haven't seen the videos yet. By the way, check these out. These are cool. These are the tires going on the drag car. Got those a couple days ago. What's going on, Peaches? So, I'm going to show you the Camaro. Yeah, the whole family, we went on a long road trip. It ended up being like 12 hours for me of driving. Check this beautiful car out. It really is a nice car. But there's a couple problems. One, the hood's got a few dings in it. Not that it's a big deal. The worst thing, which, oh, since the sun went down, you're not gonna be able to see it very well. I can get zoomed up here. There you go. Do you see that? It's got boils all over the hood. You can't really see it at night and the evening very well, but when the sun's out, you can really see it. But other than that, it's really a solid car. I need to wash it down, wipe it down again, and vacuum the interior out. It's got a good dash on it, good interior. There's a bunch of stuff in the back, speakers and stuff. The factory speakers, he took them out when he replaced them and upgraded them. But it's really solid. T-tops, 305, throttle body car. Yo, what's up? What's up, ground pounder? Low keys custom cars. Heck yeah, cool. Looks clean. It is clean. I like it. It's pretty. It was a pretty decent find. You know, I think that it was a father and son kind of deal where they were fixing it up together. Got our check out our plate. Check it out. Our HOSC, Hunt's Old School Customs plate. Isn't that cool? I think so. We got a few cars laying around here. Here's another third gen. You guys have probably seen this one if you've watched our channel at all. Yeah, buddy. Right here. That's what it's about. Heck yeah. If you're having a bad day. When I'm having a bad day, I just walk out here and start this thing. And it makes me smile. It just makes me happy. Yep. Or this. I start that. It sounds pretty good. This one's stock. And this is another one. This one's not ours. This is actually family members' car. 80 Camaro Pro Street car. Hey, I picked up some slicks yesterday. Check them out. Some used ones. They still have a lot of life left to them, but I got them for 50 bucks. I was like, I can't turn that down. The ones on it aren't terrible, but they're just getting kind of old. So I need a parachute. Anybody got a parachute for sale? I've got a bracket, but I'm gonna need a chute. Batmobile. Heck yeah, right? That's a pretty good name for the car. That's a tube of fun right there. Heck yeah. Are you Batman? Not by day. Yeah. So that's part of our Camaro collection. Batman. Oh shoot. Check out this one. This one's awesome. If you haven't seen this one, this is where the hood came from. It has had better days. It was an LS car for a while. Nitrous LS car. Yeah. And then it found the ditch. It didn't fare too well. So, yeah, it's just sitting here for parts. It's got a Dana 60 in it and some other good stuff on it. Doors are good, windshield, T-tops, hatch, quarters, everything in the back's still good. So I kept it for that reason, but okay. Your yard looks like mine here in Indiana. Hey, I'm in Indiana, man. That's where I'm at. They took our Jebs. Love the car. Thanks. I used to have an AMC Javelin, but crashed it. I'm 72 and I'm 72 years old and pretty damn high. I started smoking weed in 1970 at the very tail end of being a cop out of the evidence locker. Dang, dude. Freaking baller over here, man. Rebel. What does that mean? They took our Jebs. I don't get that. That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, shoot. So you see the Razor. I'll show you the Razor. Can I zoom in? Oh, wow. I can zoom in. That's one of our toys. We got a Razor and we got a Jeep. We like to do a lot of playing after work. Well, we dug a pond with a backhoe. And dude, I'll tell you what, that was a freaking job. It's a little like 50 or 60 horse backhoe. I don't even know. 40 horse backhoe. I don't even know. It's not very big. And I started digging a pond. And it's deceiving right now. You can't really tell, but the back part back there, that's the deep end. I didn't get finished digging. As you can see, the ground is very rough still. So I'm gonna have to pump this out so I can finish digging it. But where am I from? I'm from Indiana. So you're in northern Indiana? You're from Fort Wayne? Dude, I'm only like, you probably know where Decatur, Indiana is then, Low Keys. I'm from Bern, but I live in, or just south of Portland now. Portland, Indiana. Out in the country. So, anyways, digging this pond, and it started getting too cold, I had to stop, but it started filling in fast. So I'm gonna have to pump that out of there so I can finish that up. I'll leave it in the deep end, but yeah, you grew up in Monroeville. I used to live around Monroeville for a little while. I lived in Fort Wayne for a little while too. But Low Keys Custom Cars, dude, what do you do? So what all do you do for a living? Because I mean, obviously Hunt's Old School Customs, we do classic cars. Hey Batman, do you know where Wonder Woman is? That's funny. Nope, I don't. I don't know where she's at. Unless you're talking about my wife, she's inside. I'm pretty sure the kids, we have a massage table. One of our daughters, she's talking about wanting to become a masseuse. So we bought her a massage table. And I'm pretty sure my wife's in there getting a massage right now. So, you retired at 24, you're 45 and have a custom car shop for fun. Dude, that's freaking cool. So, I'm not retired. This is what we do here full time. Whew, it's cold out. I'm going back in the building. But, that's pretty cool. All right, turn this back around. There we go. Whoops. Sorry, I missed it. Hit it twice on accident. There we go. All right. Ooh, I gotta warm back up. Dang. So, greetings from Ukraine. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for supporting us. Yeah. That's all the politicians' jobs. I don't really know. I'm not involved in that part of the world, but I don't know a whole lot about the politics of the world. I know more about vehicles. So that truck that we were painting, here it is. Or I guess I let a family member use the paint booth and work on the truck himself. But he's got it pretty much wiped out. I mean, it's looking good. You have a very good vibe. Vibe? Let me borrow 100. Let you borrow 100. Borrow 100? Dude, are you serious? I need to borrow 100. I'll tell you what, I'll send you 100 if you send me 2. Message. Massage done. I'm feeding our baby and then I'll come find you. That's the wife. That's the wife. Pay you back on Friday. Oh yeah? 200 bucks? You send me 200 bucks on Friday? I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me a pop. When I got a question for you guys. So bear with me for a moment here. Alright, I'm not sure if you can hear me. So I had a question for you guys. How much money does a good overall paint job cost on a small car? That's a question that I get a lot. It is absolutely impossible for me to give someone a quote on a vehicle without seeing it. Because I don't know what condition it's in, how much work it's going to need for prep. But let's just break it down to bare minimum. Doesn't need any body work, just needs repainted because the paint's looking rough or worn out. With like a mid-grade quality paint, okay? You could probably get to, on a small car, as low as $6,000 if it's in perfect condition and doesn't need anything else done to it at all. Like, you know, maybe if it's a color change, $7,000 for doing all the jams and everything too, or well, $7,000 overall for doing the jams and everything over too. But typically that's not the case though. Typically they need dents repaired, rust repaired, something done, and that actually is where it adds up pretty quick because your prep time is increased significantly. So 1987 is crazy. You're a granddad who taught you how to use YouTube. $1987 is crazy. You're a granddad who taught you how to use YouTube. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean, Parker. I was born in 87. And yeah, your would be YOU''RE. You must still be in school. You probably haven't learned that yet. Haha, dang, now I feel old being born in 79. Dude, you're not old. I'm 37. You're young still. Well, I mean, obviously you're older than me, but you're still young because I refuse to be old at that age. Thank you for that answer. I appreciate your time. Oh, no problem, man. You could probably find places that would, Joey, you could probably find a place that would paint your car a little bit cheaper than that. But the problem is, you're going to get what you pay for, and we refuse to do a certain quality below a certain level. I'll do anything from like a mid-grade paint job and up, but I won't do, your Mako style, pull it in, scratch it, paint it, hope they can unmask their own windows or scrape their windows or whatever. I don't do that. Not my thing. But yeah, you could probably get a decent paint job on a car that's in good shape for around 6,000 if it's the same color, 7,000 if it's a color change, and then if you got body work to do, it can go up pretty quickly from there. You can easily double it for just minor body work, but yeah, I know, right? I didn't grow up. The toys just got more fun and more money. Yeah. So, Loki's, how did you retire at 24? I want to know your secret, because I'm working my butt off out here to grow this business. I need to know what you did in order to be able to retire at 24, so that I can, get to that level. And yeah, same here. My toys keep getting more expensive. I didn't grow up either. People always tell me, one of these days you're going to grow out of that stuff and you're not going to be into it. And it's like, no. I mean, John Force is pretty up there and he's still into it. I plan on, making cars my career so that I can, keep doing the thing I love, because I love doing it. Put that down and pick up a beer. Not yet, man. I still have work to do, and I don't drink while I'm working here, just because I care too much about how I handle things and get things done around here, I guess. Plus, I'm not gonna drink a beer in front of you guys on YouTube. There might be kids watching, man. Yeah, something. Good Samaritan. I gotta do the good thing there. What's up? Hi from PA. What's going on? Amethyst Construction. I'm guessing you do construction. Camaro looks amazing. Yeah, it's a pretty nice car. I think we've got some work to do to it yet, but once we get everything I want to get done on the car, I think it'll be a pretty nice car. Oh, that was my thing. I was going to ask you guys a question. So, what do you think? Should we leave? So it's a throttle body, injected 305 and 700 R4. Should we leave the factory engine in it, leave it alone? It's got AC, it's got heat, it's got cruise, it's got a good stereo in it. Should we leave it alone and just fix up some of the cosmetics on it? It's not bad, but it could use, since it's so nice, we should finish it up properly. So should we do that and then put our Hansel School Customs logo on it and drive it around as a car, like to represent our shop? Or should we go ahead and just sell it? Because I bought it to fix it up and sell it, but I like the car, and I've got a problem with hoarding. I like to keep things I shouldn't, because I get attached to them. So, low keys. I got hit head on by a semi. Oh no. Dang, dude. Well, I'm glad you survived that. That's kind of that's an extreme head-on collision, man. What were you driving? How did you fare? Did you get pretty messed up from it, or were you okay? I mean, obviously you're still alive, but are you pretty messed up from it? That's crazy. Have you thought about exporting cocaine? No. Nope. No, I'm not gonna get into that, man. The guy was cracked out and driving for one of the biggest companies in Florida. Man, that's crazy. Well, lucky for you, unlucky for them and him. That's not good. That sucks. Whoa, you see that? My compressor. Hey, do I have any electricians on here? So, sorry that's running. Where am I from? I'm from Indiana. Where are you from? If you are buying, selling, trading cars, I've had over 600 vehicles for fun. I fix them and trade them. I've probably had close to that. That's all I used to do, is buy and sell and trade. And then I always said I wouldn't do customer work. I just didn't want to mess with dealing with people, I guess. But my phone kept ringing. I kept getting people requesting work to be done. So here we are. We're doing customer work, which I enjoy it, and it's been fun. And I'm getting better at handling the people. You're from Seattle, Washington? Heck yeah. It was a semi dump truck, and I was in a neon. You were in a neon? You were in a Dodge Neon, and you got hit by a semi? It was a 50-mile-an-hour head-on. Crushed half my body, but you would have how bad it was. Dang. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. Do you have any pictures of the crash, the neon? I'm like weirdly like I want to know what it looks like. So I got in a head-on collision in 2008. What month was it? I can't remember now. August 25th, 2008. Yep, I was in one of those little, like the first gen Mitsubishi Eclipses, the little boxy looking ones, and it had the automatic seatbelts. My windows wouldn't go down, the car was black, and the radio wouldn't turn on, and it was like 90-some degrees out, and I was working 2 full-time jobs. I got off work, my first job, fell asleep, driving down the highway at 60, crossed traffic, and I ran into like one of those 12-passenger vans head on, and it ripped my car in half from like the middle of the bumper. So let me put this down. So here's the front of my car. From the middle of the bumper, it tore everything off back past the passenger door, just clean gone. And of course I was sleeping, which wasn't good, but it knocked me out because my head hit the glass. And so when I came to, I was like, what happened? Why is this car wrapped around me? It was weird, but I wasn't that bad though. I mean, nobody got hurt. I was hurt more than the people in the van were. Their van was bigger. But no broken bones, just a bunch of glass in everywhere. And yeah, totaled car. But yeah, yours is crazy, dude. That's a crazy, crazy story. So, are you saying that you don't want to be the second Pablo Escobar? No, I'm okay. I'm fine with doing this kind of work. I don't need to be selling cocaine or anything, man. I'm not into that. Reminds me of John Wick where they want to steal his classic Mustang. Yeah. Somebody's message, whoever was after that one, got removed. I don't know. It says the message is held for review. I'll read it real quick here. Walnuts and me. Hey, you fucking get it. Bank robber, not a web designer. I'm on it. There you go. Oh, okay. Low keys. The dump truck that didn't know I was there instantly stopped doing 50 mile an hour and went backwards, spun around twice, and then through a telephone pole with the passenger side. And oh yeah, I have pics of the car. That's what happened to me. It peeled the driver's side and you knocked me out. Of us four, the ex and 2 kids. Thank God only I got hurt. Dang, you had your kids in there and your ex, or I guess probably not the ex at the time, but man, and everyone was okay. That is insane. You guys definitely had somebody looking out for you. That's crazy. Set player started to skip smoke on the water. I got angry and had a panic attack and ran into a pool. Walnuts and bestiality, dude. First of all, I'm just gonna put it out there. The name of your YouTube is a little out there. Walnuts and bestiality. That's messed up, dude. But I don't get your reference. Her and her too. It's a Sopranos reference. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I wouldn't have got that. But anyway, yeah, so we did get the Camaro, obviously. We got it bought. But like I said, I need to know, what do you guys think? Should we just go ahead and sell it? Should we keep it, put our logo on it? Or should we put the logo on the drag car instead? One of them's got to go. Either the drag car or the nicer third gen? What do you think? I know what I want to keep. I know what I'm thinking about keeping. What do you guys think I should keep? And if I sell it, if I sell the drag car, I got to get it finished before I would sell it. But if I sell the 89 RS, how much should I ask for that thing? It's pretty clean. 96,000 miles on it. Good title. Nice tires. Good brakes. Everything works. It's a nice car. What should I ask for that thing? Let me ask you, what do you think about quality of new cars and which ones are the best? Okay. So there are so many automotive manufacturers now, and everyone, I think the issue with new cars is they're trying to please everybody, and it's impossible. So you want 50 miles per gallon, but you want 500 horsepower, right? And you want it to be the safest thing in the world. You want it to last forever. You want it to have a million, functions and features and everything, but you want it to, never break. Those things don't work together. You can't have extremely high horsepower and good fuel mileage. You can't have a lot of extra features and functions and last forever. To obtain that fuel mileage that everybody wants, they're making everything extremely thin and light and cheap, and so yeah, essentially new cars are being built to just throw away. For example, if you look at like a 1950 anything, Dodge, Chevy, Ford, doesn't matter what it is, look at the panels, the body panels. They're good steel, good American steel, and they're thick. It's thick metal. The thickness of the material is every bit of 3 times as much as what's on a new car. And now a lot of your new cars are coming out plastic, which, yeah, it looks good for a while. It's going to last for quite a while, but it is going to harden over time. It's going to crack. They're not made anymore to last forever. So like the idea of 50 years from now doing a restoration on a 2020 Chevy Silverado, it won't be a thing, because the way they build them now, the panels will rot away so badly that they won't be worth messing with. They won't be worth doing anything with. And then your electronics, everything that you've had added to it, it's all going to start to fail. And when you have 1,000 different sensors doing 1,000 different things, once them sensors and all of these, modules and everything, once they start to crash and not work, they're all going to start going out pretty quickly. It won't be worth fixing it up. So although there's a lot of, there are a lot of comfort features to new cars that you didn't have back in the day with older cars, they're just not going to be the same. They're going to be a throwaway item, and they're going to continue to become more and more throwaway. I better back up here and catch up on there. Let me ask you, okay. As far as which ones are the best, I like classic cars for a reason. Obviously, I would say anything after the 80s, it starts to go downhill pretty quickly as far as what's going to happen with it, with longevity and quality. So anything pre-80s, all of it, I love it. I love them all. If you're wanting to know what I think of as far as what's a good vehicle after the 80s, like we have a 2003 Ram Cummins. They're decent trucks. It's got good power. It's going to rot out before it wears out. The transmission's going to take a crap before the engine does. It's going to have issues. Every manufacturer has ones that they knock out of the park where they're awesome, and then they all have some that are just awful and you shouldn't buy. There's too many of them for me to try to make suggestions on that. My dad saves me. He who drove into them. When I was 4, yeah, he saved me. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm sorry that that happened, but I'm glad he's been, obviously the one to save you when you needed him to be there for you. AI is dangerous. A car is the worst investment you can make. And the world won't be here in 50 years. So AI is dangerous. I would disagree on a car is the worst investment you can make due to the fact that I've made a lot of money on buying cars. And I know I have some friends actually personally who have made millions buying cars as an investment. One guy who bought two very rare cars for a couple $1,000s that ended up being worth over $1.5 million each. So, granted, I'll give you if you're buying a new car, no, not a good investment. It's a bad investment. If you buy a classic car, something that's already lost, it's already hit that, price new, depreciated. Oh, they last a long time and they're hard to find and people love them. Appreciated back up. Those are good to get. So you can just 3D print body panels by then. Yeah, right. That was my wife. She's in here now. Thanks for answering. You're welcome. Truth. Chevelle 88. Good name, dude. Check it out. Check it out. I know you recognize that. Heck yeah. My leg hurts due to cold Boston weather. Yeah, I would say move south. That's what I would do. Yeah, cool ass hat. Thanks, man. That's our logo. Hunt's Old School Customs. We had that custom designed, custom made. It's ours. Yeah. So we actually had, if you look at our videos, if you see the one that's on the shop still and out by the road, that was off Vistaprint, and it was the only classic car logo at all they had. And I was like, okay, it works for now. So we put the sign up, we put it on the shop. We were driving through a town that's 40 minutes from here, and there was two other shops using the exact same sign, exact same logo. So I'm like, well, that's got to go. If we're gonna make our own, it's gonna be a Chevelle. I love Chevelles. I need to get a Chevelle someday. I also love Camaros. I love third gens. I love pretty much every Camaro. No, I take that back. I'm not a huge fourth gen Camaro fan. I think they're ugly, but I didn't design them. If you had $1 million to spend on a car or land, which one are you buying? If I had $1 million to spend on land and I go to sell it, it depends how long how long I own the land, right? And land takes a lot longer to appreciate in value than, let's say, if I bought a car today that we would find. Let's say I'm going to sell the land. Let's say we have a 10-year gap, right? We're going to buy the land and sell it in 10 years versus buy the right car and sell it in 10 years. The land's going to appreciate in value at a certain rate everywhere, right? Whereas some cars are going to depreciate, some cars are going to appreciate in value. And for example, if you bought a GT500 10 years ago or 20 years ago, back when it was new, whatever, I don't know, if we could find a car that right now it's not worth very much, but it will be worth more later, I would pick the car. It's more of a lottery though, because you can't really tell. I've got a pretty good idea because I work on them every day, that anything after the 80s isn't going to hold its value because it's not going to last. It's going to fall apart. It's going to take a shit. It's not going to last, and it's going to cost way too much to try to keep it alive. Unless, here's the only way that this can work. If you buy a newer car and you want it to last, literally put it in a bubble. Like preserve it. Don't ever let it see sunlight. Don't ever let it see rain. Keep it in a bubble. So I didn't really answer your question aside from the idea that I would buy a car because I've got a pretty good idea of what cars I would put my money into. My uncle moved south and died in the North Carolina flood. So that's not the path. Okay, yeah. Definitely don't go south if there's negative ties for you there. Stay out of North Carolina, I guess. I would. If that's one is better. what do you think majority of people would do? I think most people would buy land because most people don't know anything about cars. Not enough to know what their value is and what it's going to be down the road. Especially if they had $1 million and they were told, hey, you can either buy land and have a pretty safe investment, or invest into classic cars or a couple classic cars that are going to be worth a lot down the road, especially when, I would say in the next 15, 20 years, we're going to have a pretty major shift in the automotive industry, period. I would say that technology is going to take a pretty big turn. So, yeah, I would say most people would buy land. Yeah. But not me. She would buy land.
Yep.
She would buy land.
I mean, you got to factor in what you can make off the land while you have it too.
$1 million worth of land, what you can make off the land?
Yeah, what you can use the land for and how you can turn an income using the land you already have and then sell it at the end of.
I guess if you're renting it out to a farmer or if you're farming it, but.
Or whether it's real estate,
I don't want to be a farmer.
With things, things on it.
Well, that's a whole different subject though.
For sure, but there's too many variables.
Yeah. Yep. What do you think? Did you see the question? Should we sell a car or put our logo on it? And if we sell a car, which car should we sell? The drag car or the cleaner 89? Which one does better for the business?
Probably the drag car.
Selling the drag car?
No, I'm keeping that one.
It's like, damn, don't say that.
I mean, it'd be worth.
Are we married?
More
Yes,
money, but
we're married. I married her. She married me.
Mm-hmm.
We're together.
That's how it works. No, I would say, yeah, you get more out of the drag car, but.
Does she know about the girl who was on your stream on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does, because that was her.
It was me.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah. Or were you talking about the girls in the backseat, our daughters? Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Saturday?
When we went and got the car?
We didn't do a stream Friday. Did we do a stream Friday?
I was making a joke.
Oh. All right. That's it. Shift 8 yawns. Shift 8. I'm going to find you. Just kidding.
Yeah, no. Do you have to sell one of them?
I was born with a set of, I've acquired a set of skills over the years.
Yeah.
I will find you.
Are we planning on selling one? I just kind of assumed we're going to stockpile Camaros for a while.
Baby, everything's for sale.
Whether we advertise it or not, though.
Everything's for sale.
To be determined.
Who else is that way? You guys like me? Is everything for sale for the right price? I mean, not her, not me. We're not for sale. But everything else, not the kids, no people, no persons.
No dogs.
No dogs.
No horses.
Yeah. Nothing that we have in our family that lives.
Maybe if somebody really wanted one.
I'm not selling the chickens. Are you serious? Love them ladies.
I know, they're pretty awesome.
The girl was in my stream on Friday. That's pretty good.
That's funny.
Yeah. You had me sweating there, dude. I was like, shit.
Jokes.
Did I really post that live?
Shut up.
Dang it. I think I'm funny. So, anyway, yeah. Did you see the hood? Mm-mm. You have to go check out the hood.
Okay.
It wrinkled. The hood wrinkled. Hood wrinkle. No, right there. That hood. Yeah, all the primer that we put on.
Yeah.
That single stage paint that was underneath it did not like it. It wasn't good. It did not turn out good. You know. So we got to redo that. Well, that's why I had it out here baking. What's that?
It's got like an antique finish.
No, I don't want that. I don't want an antique finish. I want it to be nice and slick and shiny. It's gonna be nice, slick, shiny, and black to go on the Camaro.
Finish on your hood.
That hood, right there. That hood is going on. Oh, can't see out the window anymore. Out that window on that car out there that we just bought, because I can't stand the flat hoods. So if anybody has a third gen Camaro who wants a flat hood, I will sell it extremely cheap. I don't need it. I don't want it.
We can even paint it to match your car.
Yeah, we can paint it. Oh, yeah, we can paint it to match your car.
Yeah.
That's smart. We know a guy.
We know a guy.
We know
your
some
family
kids.
member in here that was painting the other day?
Yeah.
I saw you say that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, he is family. All right. Well,
We're wrapping it up.
I don't really know what else to say about the car. So I've got videos that'll be posting soon. We've been, I did a video on the failure on that hood. So that'll be getting put up here probably, well, what time is it? 6 o'clock? I don't know if I have it done in time for that, for tonight. It might go up tomorrow. If I don't get it done real quick here, it'll be uploaded tomorrow.
Yep.
So you guys can check it out and see what you think. But that's all for now.
Glad I made it for the last.
Glad you made it too.
3 minutes.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking in there and hanging out with us and all the questions and comments. Hope you had fun. We'll talk to you later. Get some.